Hi, friends. This is Becky Ivory from Food to Faith. And I promised you last week that I would share with you today some ways that you can practice hearing the Lord's voice in this time of chaos and turmoil that we have in our world. Last week, we talked a lot about some of my favorite examples in the scriptures of people who have gone through tremendous times of trial. Moses and his people, Joseph of Egypt, the family of Nephi, and the brother of Jared and his family. Those were all examples of people having to leave their comfort zone and go through some really serious challenges that tried them and that helped them to grow. And when they finally arrived in the promised land that the Lord had promised, they were so much happier. Well, today I just want to share with you something I actually saw it on Facebook, and I feel bad I can't give credit to whoever wrote this because by the time I went to search for it again, it was gone. But I had written this down and I want to share it with you. There were two lists, one that said God's voice and what it does on one side, and Satan's voice and what he does on the other side. And I just want to share with you this comparison because it really brought me a lot of peace as I thought about it. God's voice reassures. Satan's voice frightens. Do you find yourself frightened or reassured? That may tell you which voice you may be listening to. God's voice enlightens. Satan's voice confuses. God's voice encourages. Satan's voice discourages. God's voice comforts. Satan's voice worries. God's voice calms. Satan's voice obsesses. God's voice convicts. Satan's voice condemns. Isn't that a beautiful comparison? And sometimes I find myself caught up in the side that says, to be frightened, confused, discouraged, worried, obsessed, condemning myself. And I can realize that when I feel that way, I am not hearing the Lord's voice. So if I want to feel reassured, enlightened, encouraged, comforted, calmed, convicted, that is when I need to turn to the Savior. That's when I need to turn to the Lord and hear him. As you go forward, exercising your faith, doing the best that you can to move forward each and every day, don't forget to take some time to hear him on your journey from food to faith.